The galaxy was quiet. Stars shone softly in the endless sky, and planets moved like dancers in a perfect circle. For thousands of years, no war had been fought, no battles raged. The people of the galaxy lived in peace. They followed one rule that held everything together, but no one knew who made that rule. No one knew how it worked. It was like a secret hidden deep inside the stars. On the planet Zorath, the Great Galactic Council met in a large hall made of shining crystals. The leaders of many worlds gathered. Their faces were serious. The peace they knew felt fragile today. Something is happening, said Lyra, the youngest council member. Her voice was soft but strong. We have received a message from Earth. Earth, the planet where humans lived. A planet the galaxy had forgotten long ago. Humans? Asked Elder Brack, the oldest leader. His voice was like thunder in the quiet room. They have been asleep for centuries. Why would they send a message now? Lyra's eyes shone with worry. Because they are waking up. The room fell silent. No one spoke. What does waking up mean? Asked another leader. It means humans have gained knowledge and power, Lyra explained. They have developed new technology. They are no longer the quiet species we once knew. A cold chill went through the room. The rule was meant to keep peace. But what if humans did not follow the rule? What if they broke it? Outside, the stars twinkled as if they knew the secret too. But the secret was still hidden. On Earth, in a small city, a young man named Alex looked up at the night sky. He had heard stories about the galaxy from his grandfather. Stories of peace and of a rule that kept everything safe. Do you really think the galaxy is peaceful? Alex asked his friend Maya. It sounds too good to be true. Maya smiled. Maybe it is, but what if it's real? What if there's something special about this galaxy? Alex looked thoughtful. I want to find out. Meanwhile, far away in the Galactic Council Hall, the leaders debated what to do. We cannot ignore Earth, said Elder Brock. If humans break the rule, the whole galaxy could fall apart. But we do not know their true power, said Lyra. They might surprise us. Suddenly, the hall's large crystal door opened. A messenger arrived, holding a glowing cube. This was sent by humans, said the messenger. It contains their message. The council members gathered around. As Lyra activated the cube, a hologram appeared, showing a human woman speaking. Greetings from Earth, the woman said. We have awoken from our sleep. We seek to join your galaxy. We want peace, but we also want to learn and grow. Please let us prove ourselves. The message ended. What do you think? Asked Lyra. Elder Brack shook his head slowly. I do not trust them. A murmur of agreement filled the room, but Lyra looked at the stars and whispered, maybe the rule is about to change. Days passed. Strange things began to happen. Signals from Earth grew stronger. Spaceships appeared near the galaxy's borders. Some ships carried peaceful explorers. Others carried soldiers. On one spaceship, Commander Vex stared at the stars. We have orders, he said to his crew. Watch Earth carefully. If they break the rule, we act fast. Back on Earth, Alex and Maya found a strange device buried in an old cave. It hummed with energy. What is this? Asked Maya. Alex touched the device. Suddenly, a map of the galaxy appeared in front of them, glowing with points of light. This must be connected to the galaxy's secret, said Alex. Maybe it is the rule. Suddenly, the ground shook. Outside, huge ships descended from the sky. Humans are not alone anymore, Maya said with fear. The galaxy's greatest secret was no longer safe. The rule that held everything together was being tested. The future was uncertain, but one thing was clear, everything was about to change. The silence on Earth was breaking. For centuries, humans had slept, unaware of the galaxy beyond their skies. Now the stars above seemed alive. Something deep inside humanity was changing. Alex and Maya stood at the edge of the old cave, still, staring at the glowing map. The device hummed softly, as if calling to them. "What is this?" Maya asked again, eyes wide. Alex shook his head. "I don't know, but it's like a key. Maybe it opens something big." Suddenly, their radios crackled. A voice came through, urgent, low. "Command to all waking humans. Prepare for launch. The galaxy waits." "Did you hear that?" Maya said, her voice trembling. Alex nodded. "They're ready, we're ready." Far above, a fleet of sleek ships rose into the sky. The humans were no longer alone in their world. They were awake, thousands of light years away, on the planet Zorath. The Galactic Council watched the human activity with growing fear. "We underestimated them," Lyra said quietly. "They are faster than we thought," Elder Brock grunted. "This is dangerous. Their technology grows every day. Soon, they will challenge the rule." A hologram flickered before them, showing human ships entering the galaxy. Some were explorers, peaceful and curious. Others looked armed, soldiers ready for battle. Commander Vex stood in his warship's bridge, eyes cold and sharp. "Humans are unpredictable," he said. "They do not understand the rule yet. If they cause trouble, we must stop them." Back on Earth, Alex and Maya joined a group of humans preparing to explore the stars. The excitement was mixed with fear. What if we break the rule? Maya asked the group. "We have to try," Alex replied. "If we don't, we may never find our place." Their ship launched into space, leaving Earth behind. The stars outside the window were no longer distant dots. They were paths to unknown worlds. Suddenly, alarms blared. The ship shook. "What's happening?" Maya shouted. A voice came over the speaker. "Warning! Unknown ships approaching fast." Outside, dark shapes appeared, alien vessels blocking their way. "Are they attacking?" Alex asked, heart pounding. "No," said the pilot. "They want to talk." The alien ship opened a communication channel. A figure appeared, tall, glowing with a strange light. "We are the guardians of the rule," the figure said. "Humans, you must stop. The rule is for all. Breaking it brings chaos." Alex stepped forward. "We want peace. But we must learn. We are not enemies." The Guardian's eyes softened. "We will watch you, but be warned. The galaxy has seen too much war." Back at the Galactic Council, the leaders debated again. "Humans may bring destruction," said Elder Brock. "Or they may bring new hope." Lyra nodded. "We cannot ignore them. We must guide them carefully." In space, humans and aliens watched each other with cautious eyes. The rule held the galaxy together. But now, humans were awake. The test had begun. Alex looked out at the stars and whispered, "This is only the beginning." The galaxy had held its breath. For thousands of years, the rule kept peace. But now, humans were exploring the stars, and everything felt fragile. Alex and Maya stood on the bridge of their ship, watching the strange worlds pass beneath them. "Do you think we are ready for this?" Maya asked quietly. Alex looked at the blinking controls. "We have no choice. We must follow the rule." The rule was simple but strict. No one could harm others, no war, no greed. It was the law that held the galaxy together. But humans were still learning it. Suddenly, a warning light flashed red. "Intruder alert," said the ship's computer. "Where?" Alex demanded. "An unregistered ship is approaching fast," the pilot replied. The alien ship was small but armed. It fired warning shots. "Why are they attacking?" Maya gasped. Alex gripped the rail. "Maybe they don't trust us." The human ship tried to communicate. "We mean no harm. We follow the rule." But the alien ship fired again. One shot hit the hull. "Damage reported," the pilot yelled. "We're under attack." The bridge was chaos. Sparks flew. Maya helped the injured. Why would they do this? She asked. Alex's voice was firm. The rule is being tested. Far away, the Galactic Council watched the news with concern. This is the first real fight in centuries, said Elder Brock. The rule is breaking. Lyra shook her head. Humans do not know the rule well. Their actions are reckless. Back on the damaged ship, Alex sent a message to the Council. We want peace, he said. But some aliens do not trust us. The Council replied, hold your position. We send diplomats. Days passed. The warship stood ready, but no one fired. Tension grew like a dark cloud. One night, Alex and Maya sat in the ship's small garden. Dome, what if the rule fails? Maya whispered. Alex looked at her. We have to believe it can survive. Suddenly, alarms blared again. The alien ship returned, but this time it opened its hatches. An alien stepped out. It raised its hands. In peace, I am Taran, the alien said. We feared you would break the rule, but your courage shows you seek peace. Alex nodded. We must learn from each other. Back at the Council, Lyra smiled faintly. Maybe the rule is stronger than we thought, but Elder Brock was not convinced. It only takes one spark to burn the galaxy. As humans and aliens began talks, a shadow moved in the dark. Somewhere, a rebel watched and waited. The rule was being tested. The galaxy held its breath. The future was uncertain. Alex whispered to Maya, this is only the start. The real test is coming. The peace was fragile, but it was holding for now. Yet somewhere far from the council halls and diplomatic talks, a storm was quietly brewing. In a dimly lit room aboard a hidden ship, a man paced back and forth. His eyes burned with fire. His name was Cade. We cannot trust the aliens, Cade said to a small group of followers. The rule is weak. It has held the galaxy for centuries. Yes, but for how much longer? We are stronger than them. We can take control. One of his followers, a young woman named Rena, frowned. But Cade, the council wants peace. The humans and aliens are talking now. Cade stopped pacing and stared at her. Talks? Talks don't stop wars. Talks don't win power, only strength does. Rena looked down. What if we break the rule? Cade smiled coldly. Then we create a new order, one where humans lead. The galaxy needs us. Back on the diplomatic ship, Alex heard whispers of unrest. There are humans who don't agree with peace, he said to Maya. They want war. Maya's eyes widened. War? After all we've done? Yes, and it's growing. Suddenly the ship's alarm rang out. Intruder alert. The pilot said. A human ship appeared, flying fast and aggressive. It fired warning shots. Alex shook his head. This is Cade's group. They want to start a war. Maya grabbed the controls. Can we stop them? We must try. The two ships faced each other in space. Tensions were high. Cade's ship sent a message. We reject the rule. We fight for our future. Alex answered calmly. We seek peace. War will destroy us all. But Cade's ship ignored the warning and launched missiles. Explosions lit the dark sky. The peaceful alliance was broken. Back on Earth, news of the attack spread fast. Humans are fighting each other, a reporter said. On the council planet, Elder Brack slammed his fist on the table. The humans are their own worst enemy, Lyra sighed. We must act before the war spreads. Alex and Maya fought to stop Cade's rebels, but the war was growing. One night, Alex found a secret message hidden in Cade's ship data. He's planning something big, Alex said. Maya looked worried. We have to warn the council. As the galaxy trembled, Cade prepared his final strike. His plan was to destroy the peacekeepers and take control of the rule, but not all humans followed him. Many joined Alex and Maya to stop the rebellion. The fate of the galaxy rested on a knife's edge. Can we save the rule? Maya asked. Alex looked at the stars, full of determination. We have to try. The battle for the galaxy had begun. The peace that held the galaxy together was cracking. News of the human rebellion spread fast across star systems. The Galactic Council gathered again, urgency thick in the air. Elder Brack's voice echoed through the crystal hall. We can know. Longer watch from afar. The humans are at war with themselves. This threatens all of us. Lyra looked around the room, her face grave. The rule was made to keep peace, but now it is breaking. We must act. A tall, stern leader from the planet Vorn spoke next. Our forces stand ready. Shall we send troops to stop the rebellion? No, Lyra said quickly. War only brings more destruction. We must try diplomacy first. Elder Brack shook his head. Diplomacy has failed before. The rebels attack without warning. How long can we wait? Lyra's eyes met Brock's. We have no choice. If we send soldiers now, the war will spread. Across the galaxy. Suddenly, the council chamber's main screen flickered to life. A human face appeared. It was Alex. Leaders of the galaxy, Alex said, voice steady but urgent. We ask for your help. The rebels want to destroy the rule and take control. We seek peace, but we cannot stop them alone. Murmurs filled the hall. Elder Brack said, Alex, you have our support, but what can we do? The rebels are strong. Alex nodded. If you send diplomats and peacekeepers, we can find a way to end this without more bloodshed. Lyra agreed. We will send an envoy immediately, but Alex, be careful. The rebels are dangerous. Back on Earth, Maya watched the news. The council is stepping in, she said. Alex tightened his fist. Good. We need every ally we can get. The envoy arrived in a massive starship, shining with the colors of many worlds. The council's best diplomats stepped forward, ready to talk. Cade heard of their arrival and grew angry. They think words can stop us? We will show them power. The rebels launched a surprise attack on a peaceful colony. Explosions lit the sky. The envoy's leader, Ambassador Trin, sent a message. Stop this now. Violence will not solve anything. But Cade laughed. The galaxy needs a new leader. The rule is weak. Alex and Maya raced to protect the colony, joining forces with the envoy's peacekeepers. The battle was fierce but careful. No one wanted full war. During the fight, Trin spoke to Cade over the comms. There is still a chance for peace. Lay down your weapons. Cade's voice was cold. Peace is for the weak. Only strength rules. Suddenly, an explosion rocked the battlefield. Cade's ship was hit and went dark. Alex breathed hard. Is it over? Maya shook her head. No, Cade always has a plan. Back in the council chamber, Elder Brack warned. This war will not end quickly. The rule is tested and the galaxy watches. Lyra nodded. We must be ready for anything. Alex looked out at the stars. We fight not just for peace, but for the future of all. The galaxy held its breath again. The battle for the rule had begun in earnest. The stars were no longer quiet. Across the galaxy, warships moved like shadows. The time for talking was over. The battle had begun. Cade stood on the bridge of his ship, staring at the holographic map in front of him. Red dots showed the locations of peacekeeper ships, council fleets, and human allies. His own forces blinked in blue, scattered but growing. We strike first, Cade said to his crew. Hit them before they are ready. Let them feel our power. A young officer hesitated. Sir, some of our own people still follow the council. Do we attack them too? Cade's eyes burned. Anyone who stands in our way is the enemy. Far away, Alex received the warning. Cade's fleet was moving. He turned to Maya. It's happening. He's going after a major colony, Virion. Thousands live there. Maya's voice was sharp. We can't let that happen. If he takes Virion, more planets will follow him. We don't have enough ships, Alex said. But we have to try. The call for help went out. Across the stars, allies responded. Human fighters loyal to peace. Alien defenders from old alliances, even council warships once silent now answered that soon. Fleets gathered in the skies above Varian. Ships lined up, engines burning. Lasers hummed, shields activated. Alex stood on the bridge of his ship, his face calm but tense. Everyone ready? He asked. Maya nodded. Weapons online, defenders in place. Then let's hold the line. The first wave came fast. Cade's fighters broke through the outer defenses, firing wildly. Explosions shook the sky. Civilian ships ran for cover. As alarms echoed across the colony, "Get those civilians out now," Alex shouted. Peacekeeper drones flew into the fire, forming a protective wall. Still, the rebels kept pushing. Inside Cade's ship, the rebel leader smiled. "They're weak, just like I said." Suddenly, a council fleet dropped from hyperspace, 30 warships appearing in perfect formation. Ambassador Trin sent a message to all channels. "This is your last warning. Stop this madness or be stopped." Cade only laughed. "Let them try." The second wave hit harder. Ships exploded. Lasers cut through metal. Maya's ship took a direct hit. Sparks flew across the bridge, shields down to 40%. The pilot cried. Alex's voice stayed strong. "Hold your ground. Don't fall back." Cade launched boarding pods next. Rebels stormed the colony's outer platforms. Hand-to-hand combat began in the tunnels and towers. Robots, soldiers, and civilians fought side by side. Alex landed with a small team. In the smoke of the battlefield, he spotted Cade moving through the chaos. "Cade!" he shouted. "This ends now." Cade turned, his face twisted with pride and rage. "No, Alex, it only begins." They clashed. The fight was fast and brutal. Sparks from plasma blades lit their faces. Each strike was filled with history, old friendship, deep betrayal. "You're destroying everything," Alex yelled. "I'm saving it," Cade shouted back. "The rule makes us weak. I'll make us strong." A blast shook the ground. Maya arrived just in time, firing at Cade's guards. "Alex!" she shouted. "We have to go. The reactor's unstable." Cade escaped into the smoke, wounded but alive. They pulled back as emergency sirens echoed through the colony. Council ships moved in and secured the skies. Rebels retreated. Some surrendered. Others vanished into deep space. The colony was saved. But barely. Fires burned, buildings cracked, and the air smelled like metal and fear. Later that night, Alex sat with Maya near the edge of a broken landing pad. They watched the stars flicker, the silence returning slowly. "We won," Maya said. Softly. "For now," Alex replied. "But Cade's still out there, and he's not finished. Do you think the rule will survive this war?" She asked. Alex didn't answer at first. He looked out into the vast darkness. "If we hold on to hope," he said finally, "maybe. It will." But far beyond the safe stars, in the cold of space, Cade's ship limped into hiding. His wounds were deep, but his ambition was deeper. "This is not the end," he whispered. "I will return, stronger." The battle had begun. But the war was far from over. The war left deep scars across the galaxy. Planets burned, alliances broke, and the rule once strong now stood on the edge of collapse. Every system waited, wondering what would come next. Alex sat alone in the ruins of a space station once. Used for peace talks, the walls were cracked. The floor was stained with dust and memories. Outside the window, ships came and went, carrying supplies, survivors, and whispers of fear. Maya entered quietly and sat beside him. "Any word on Cade?" she asked. Alex shook his head. "Nothing. He vanished after the battle. His followers scattered, but some are still out there, waiting." Maya's voice lowered. People are losing faith, Alex. They say the rule is dead. Alex stared at the stars. Then we need to remind them why it existed in the first place. A soft beep interrupted them. A transmission blinked onto the console. The face of Ambassador Trin appeared. "There's something you need to see," he said. "It's not from the council. It's older, much older." Within hours, Alex and Maya arrived on a hidden planet, forgotten by maps. The air was thin, the skies dim. At the edge of a canyon stood an ancient structure made of stone and light. A temple older than any human record. "This is where the rule was written," Trin explained. "Before the council. Before humans ever reached the stars." Alex stepped inside. Strange symbols glowed on the walls. The air felt heavy, like time itself was watching. "They called it the Seed of Harmony," Trin said. "It's not just a law, it's a force. A living idea. It was created to bring balance, but it needs belief to survive." Maya touched the wall, and the symbols lit up brighter. "What if this is the answer?" she whispered. "What if the rule isn't dead, it's just forgotten?" Outside, a ship landed quietly. A hooded figure stepped out. Alex turned sharply. "Who is that?" Trin reached for his weapon, but the figure raised both hands. "I come alone," he said. His voice was tired. Wounded. The hood dropped. It was Cade. Alex's jaw tightened. "You shouldn't be here." "I didn't come to fight," Cade said. "I came because I failed." Maya stepped forward slowly. "Why now?" Cade looked around at the temple, his eyes filled with regret. "I thought strength was the answer. I thought the rule was weakness, but I was wrong. This place, it changed me." "You killed hundreds," Alex said coldly. "You betrayed everyone." "I know," Cade said. "But there's something deeper here. I feel it. The rule isn't just a law. It's something alive, something bigger than us." Alex didn't trust him. But deep inside, something shifted. Trin stepped between them. "This temple responds to unity, not war. If Cade is here, the seed must have allowed it." Cade stepped forward and placed his hand on the glowing stone. The ground trembled. Light shot upward, painting the sky with a beam visible from every nearby system. Across the stars, people looked up. Peacekeepers, rebels, sit-ins, and leaders all saw the signal. Back in the council chambers, Elder Brock stared at the skywide signal. "What is this?" he asked. Lyra smiled faintly. "A new hope." Across the galaxy, something was changing. The rule had not died. It had been waiting. Alex looked at Cade. "If you truly want redemption, help us fix what you broke." "I will," Cade said. "But not as a leader, as a servant of the rule." The temple faded back to silence. But its signal continued, like a heartbeat through space. Later that night, Maya and Alex stood together under the open sky. "You think people will follow again?" she asked. "They don't need to follow," Alex said. "They just need to believe." The galaxy remained wounded. But now it had a light again. A reason to hope. And sometimes, hope is the beginning of peace.